this is an area which was directly in the line of rocket fire of the Hamas terrorists. This is the area that has once again, in a way, been liberated by the Israeli security forces. This is also the area, this particular camp where I am, where from Saturday morning a relief and rescue mission was started. This is the location where emergency medical services were prepared. This is the location where ambulance workers, doctors, medicos, they rushed in the line of fire to rescue people from that terrible Hamas attack. Some of the doctors and other emergency workers here actually brandished weapons, carried weapons, and they literally dragged some people out, rescued some people from in the line of fire, literally from the jaws of death. Now this camp, after that rescue operation, is now engaged in another task. Young volunteers like this young lady behind me, their task now is to work for the armed forces. Your task initially was rescue, but your task now has changed.
Yeah, I'm actually in the army, but I'm stuck here because I couldn't be able to go to my base because of the situation. So right now we're gathering a lot of donation, food and medicine, like hygiene products for our soldiers, our brave soldiers. Yeah.
And right now, from where we are, we saw a large number of Israeli tanks and armored personal carriers.
Yeah,
and
everybody's
troops.
like needs to go to base. There's like shift changes and like a guard around all of the villages and around. So yeah, now they're actually like dividing the food for like soldiers. Now you can see they putting like stuff individually. You have like a amount of stuff from factories, and they dividing them to like different boxes.
Okay. And that is what you're doing. So this is food, other emergency relief material, medical supplies that are being prepared for soldiers. Now, thank you very much. Let me not keep you away from your work. We'll also continue to talk to people here and to the managers here. Young children are volunteering for this. And these were children who were directly in the line of fire. But what's happening on ground? The Israeli armed forces are now preparing for a major assault into the Gaza territory. They intend, as Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said, to completely decimate the threat that was posed by the Hamas terrorists. This is the area where Hamas actually wreaked havoc from Saturday morning till some time back. Some terrorists were neutralized. We are told even today from the Zakim Beach area, which is not very far from where we are standing. But first, I want to bring you this report from earlier this morning. The fields right behind me are full, not of crops, but of tanks and armored personal carriers of the Israeli Defense Forces. Their resources are all being put in place to carry out that major assault should there be a need here in southern part of Israel, the Gaza Strip, not far from where we are. The breach at multiple locations in the Gaza Strip, you already have Israeli tanks that have been deployed there to ensure that Hamas fighters and terrorists cannot come in there from there once again. While there are some troops deployed there, other troops are clearing whatever pockets of resistance of those terrorists remain inside Israel. And then these forces, they are here now in big numbers. Now to carry out the assault, you have the main assault body that's behind me. Then you have the logistics camp that's also not far from here. Food, fuel, resources, other supplies, all of them being put together in place. This is an indication that Israel is prepared for a long haul. Also, just a moment ago, you heard the Iron Dome system go up behind us, which means from Gaza Strip, the Hamas terrorists are still launching some rockets, but they're not in a position to carry out major strikes anymore because the number of rocket attacks, we are told, are down by less than half compared to yesterday and the day before that. This is an indication that Israel has successfully taken out most of the threat, but some threat remains. You can hear the fighters in the sky, you can hear the Iron Dome system take out any incoming threat. You also hear the drones that are constantly in the skies, keeping a hawk eye on every development across the fence. In Gaza, there have been massive assaults that have been carried out, and this perhaps is a trailer of what is to come in the days and weeks ahead. Gaurav Sawant in Esderot, near the Gaza Strip in southern Israel, for India Today. So you're seeing the situation on ground, and every citizen of this country is part of that war effort. Young soldiers, young students, they're all a part of this war effort. And let's talk to some of them. Tell me your name and tell me what you're doing here.
Hello, my name is Zivot Khazan. I'm here from the village Negva, and our country is in attack. Okay, this situation is so.
Was your country? Was your village also attacked by Hamas terrorists?
Yes, we have rockets and alarms.
Shooting at us. We live by Ashkelon, so it's very close. Everything is not safe here. So.
Are you scared of those rockets when they come? What do you do? What is it that you're told?
We need to go to
Shelter. We have like shelters in our homes. Not everyone has shelter, but you can see here the white stuff.
Yeah.
This is a shelter from rockets. They put it here because they knew if there was rockets, so everybody goes there. Okay.
So I want to show our viewers this shelter. Absolutely right. Even when we came here, the first thing that you're told as a journalist or as any visitor to Israel is to find where the shelters are. And at this place, and this is a very important center, that's that shelter that's been built there. The moment there's an air raid alarm, you rush to the center. With me is also Tal. Tal is the manager of this place. And tell me, what is it that is happening here right now?
Yeah, Israel is in attack, so we came to help. And I'm here from when they started, and I'm just helping here, checking if it's okay with all the food goes to the soldiers, and that's what we do for now.
So all the material that is being prepared right now, Tal, is for soldiers here, soldiers who are right at the front lines near Gaza.
Yeah.
What all are you preparing for soldiers? Because I believe the ambulances that were rescuing people, those ambulances are now on standby for military duty.
Yes, so now we have even teenagers, little children from the villages around, also old people that come here to volunteer. Basically what we do, people give us donations of food, of medical assistance, everything, and we really give them and pack everything and just give them what they need.
To the soldiers, to your soldiers who are right at the front lines.
Yeah, they have missed. They don't have enough food, enough water. I can't believe I'm saying that they don't have enough water and also medical equipment. So we bring them everything we can. We have citizens that going to the front line and risking their life to bring those packages.
Because the front lines are not very far from where you and I are standing right now. The threat of the rocket attacks still remain. But is there still
also
a threat?
The terrorists, don't forget, this is not a regular situation. I used to live with those rockets. It's also insane that I say this, but we don't have only rockets here. We need to understand, the world needs to understand we have terrorists in the roads, okay? So everybody here is risking his life.
Even now, in this place,
Yeah.
there could be a terrorist. I believe at the Zakim beach.
We have always people that tell us they have terrorists here, they have terrorists there. That's the situation. It's very terrifying, but we are doing as much as we can because it keeps us sane, that we can function.
I wish you all the best and,
Thank you.
cheers.
Thank you so
very
much.
much.